morning from the mountains somewhere close by Vegas. Hope you guys are having a good morning this morning. It's just me and the little girl Ida out for a romp this morning before we head down to SHOT Show. We've got Rhea. We had to leave her in the truck this morning to set her. She ran her little paws off yesterday, and so we've got the little tough head. No problem with the paws on the little labby. She's running a little bit smaller, slower. Anyways, we're out here. Wind's howling. We've kind of moved areas and found a lot better area for water. There's actually some surface water in here, so we have hopes that there's actually going to be some birds, which has been kind of the limiting factor for us so far. Just haven't been able to find any water. No water, no birds. But this area looks really good. I'll go ahead and show you around so that you can see what we're looking at. It's hilly up here. It's cool this morning. Rock structure is a little bit different. This looks like more of a lava outcropping. It's less worn, so newer mountains, and definitely a little bit harder on the higher up, a little bit harder on the elevation in the shade. Actually, we've actually got pockets of snow, so but beautiful country up here. We expect that there'd be quail up here for sure, possibly chukar. There's some cheatgrass and definitely some food sources up here, so yeah, we'd expect there to be birds in this area. And you can see way off in the distance there's a snow peak out there, but I've got Ida out this morning. We're gonna just try and track some stuff down before we head to the show. I wanted to kind of run you guys over what's going on with SportDOG. They kind of announced, although it's already on shelves, they're running their new collars, the 875 and 1275. It's an upgrade to their collar line. I'm rocking it here this morning. I don't know if you can see Ida. I'll show you. Ida's got on her 825 receiver, but that's kind of the interesting part about this collar. The wind is howling, by the way. Absolutely ripping. It's probably 30-mile-an-hour wind up here. So we're sitting in the downwind side of this big rock, hoping we can get a little bit of cover. Kind of show you some of the features of the 875. I've got it clipped to my vest. I'm one of those guys. As you can see how I roll with it. I don't like to have the lanyard flopping around, so I clip it into my vest loop. That way it's there. I can see what I need to see on the transmitter without unclipping it. And then for safety, I take the lanyard belt and I actually hook it into my vest. So if this thing ever comes off, we're crossing a fence or something and it falls off, the hook's pretty tight though, but there's a chance you go under a fence or something that's going to come off. I don't lose my transmitter, so that's a pretty good pro tip right there. But let me take it off the vest real quick and I'll show you kind of what's going on, what's different with this. The 875, they've gone to a OLED screen on this, and you can see when I push the button, it's got multiple dog capability. The 875 is going to give you the ability to go up to 3 dogs, and this shows you your stem lev for each dog. This is Ida's collar right now that I've got her on, but the stem levels go up 1 to 10, so it's very easy visual on what stem level you're on. And then it's got 3 different buttons. You've got you can set these buttons different. The cool part is the OLED screen shows you what button's what, and you can switch the positions of the button. I've got Ida, actually she's just a puppy now, so we don't run her on a lot of correction. She's just a year old. She's used to the collar because we trained her on the collar earlier in the year. You guys probably saw some of those videos, but unless she's in danger, we don't do any kind of correction while we're in the field. Not in the first year. That's just kind of the way we run it. If we're training, we'll work with her that way, but when we're in the field, this is about hunting. I want her to be excited about birds and not worried about anything other than being safe and finding birds. So the cool part is, besides the fact that, you can see the screen, the OLED screen goes basically dark. It goes into silent mode, if you will, when you're not using it. That means the battery on this thing is going to last forever. But when I hit a button, of course, it comes back on, and you can switch. I've got it set up for 3 dogs because, of course, we've got 3 dogs. You can see I've gone 1, 2, and 3 on the dog. 1, 2, and 3. I've got idle and collar 2 right now. I'm gonna take her stem level all the way back down. I haven't set the buttons up, but the cool part is, so the 875 comes with 1 receiver collar, right? And I've got that receiver in the truck. It's sitting there with Rio. The dog is taking a break this morning. Well, I'm running 825s normally, but this new collar is so cool. The new transmitter is so cool. We're going to upgrade, obviously, and we have. Just because visually, it's just a lot easier to see what we're doing. Instead of having to mess with a button on the sides or mess with the toggle to select a dog, I know what dog I'm on. I'm on dog 2. Well, if you've got other SportDOG collars, one of our favorite collars when we started out training is 425. And of course, we're running the 825s now. You can see I've got this on Ida. Ida, come here, man. Come here. So I've got Ida's 825 on her. Well, you can pair this 875 with your other collars. So it's going to work with all of your other SportDOG training collars, not the Tech, but with all of the other training collars. So Ida's here, she's rocking her 825. I've got her dialed in on my new 875 transmitter, and you can hear probably. Let's see if you can hear. So you can see that the 825 collar is now paired with the 875, and it's showing you exactly what I've got going on as far as the dog, the stem level, and again, you can change the positions of your where you want to either tone or correct on the dog. So those positions can all change on these 3 buttons. So a pretty cool upgrade from SportDOG. You're definitely going to want to check them out. Retail price on the collar and transmitter, $220. It's going to work with all your other SportDOG training collars. That's super cool because it gives you the newest and best upgrade in the transmitter, but you can continue to use your other receiving collars if you've got multiple dogs. So that's a big selling point for me. Really like what SportDOG's done here. You're going to love the battery life out of this thing. As I said, we're kind of testing it today, so we're going to let it rip, although not going to be a whole lot of stem training with Ida this morning. Just hoping we can get on some birds, and maybe I'll have to tone her to bring one back. But check SportDOG out. Certainly appreciate our friends over there, and make sure you check out their new line of collars on the shelves already. We're going to head back out, do a little hunting, and then we're going to head down the hill to SHOT Show and go see some more products. Make sure you follow us: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Ultimate Upland all the time, and YouTube.